If you have something handy to help your stretches like a towel or a resistance band, we haven't got many exercises that need them, but there is a couple in there if you wish to use them. Right, can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
You can see me on the screen.
Yeah.
Cherie, hi Cherie.
Hi.
And Sue. Harry and Anne. Perfect. So turn out like it. Right, so find a space. If you've got a mat, you can stand on your mat. We'll just put you at the bottom here. So each stretch we're going to hold for around 20 to 30 seconds. Oh, we've got Shelley joining us as well. Just let her in. And I think Shelley, yeah, Shelley's there. Perfect.
Hi.
Hi, Shelley. Right, is this your third session again today?
So this one is my third.
When you've done rip up today?
Yeah, that's why I really need this.
Very, very good. Right. Okay, so standing on your mats. What we're going to do first, similar session to last week, we're going to do our neck circles, just releasing any tension in the neck, looking up, and then rolling our head to look down at the floor, and change direction. That's good. Looking up at the ceiling, and looking down. We're going to do some shoulder or arm circles in 3, 2, 1. So we'll go backwards first. So big arms going backwards, just getting that movement going before we actually do some full-on stretching. We want to increase that body temperature slightly so that your muscles are a bit stretchier. And let's go the other direction. That's it. Just taking things slowly. Don't have to rush any of these exercises or these stretches. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to bring our arms forward and back, opening out the chest as we come back. And I'm alternating the arms as they come forward so that they go on top of each other. So the right arm goes on top and then the left arm goes on top. We're going to do some snow angels in 3, 2, 1. So snow angels, looking up at the ceiling, crossing our hands, and then looking down at the floor, also crossing our hands too. So just getting that upper body moving to start with, and then we'll start moving that lower body as well in a moment. 3, 2, 1. So next one, we're going to put our hands on top of our shoulders. Imagine you're in the swimming pool. You're going to do front crawl. That's it, getting those elbows nice and high. Excellent. And we're going to go into our back crawl in 3, 2, 1. Back crawl. Three, 2, 1. Okay, next one. So we're going to start off with our fingertips touching the floor. We're going to go around in circles, getting those hips moving a little bit. Let your hands sweep the floor. And again, we'll do about 15 seconds in each direction for this one. And let's change direction. So going the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the next one, we're going to squat and reach, but I want you to actually raise onto your tiptoes when we reach up to the sky. Onto your tiptoes, squat, reach. It's good. So adding the legs into it now, getting them warmer. It's good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So next one, we're going to lunge forward. We're going to alternate the lunges, and then we're going to twist over our bent knee, like this. Return to center and alternate the legs. Take your time. We're not doing as many reps as we can, as we would doing HIIT sessions or rip up sessions. Just taking it easy, planting that foot on the floor and twisting over that bent knee. Do a couple more. Make the next one your last one. Perfect. Okay, so windmills. So you're going to stand with your feet apart. Your left hand's going to touch your right foot, one arm in the air, and then you're going to go and alternate like this. Windmill arms. That's good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. So next we're going to do some lateral lunges. So start with your feet in the middle. You're going to step to the side, leg in the middle straight. Return to the center, step the other way. Feel that stretch in the inner leg. Those lateral lunges. Again, do a couple more. Excellent, right, so the next one we're going to do, we're going to rock on our heel and toes. So get on your tiptoes and then rock heel, toe, heel, toe. So just warming your calf muscles, getting those ankles moving. Three, 2, 1. Okay, so the next one, posterior shoulder stretch. So arms going to come across the body. You're simply going to pull back. So an exercise you do all the time, a stretch you do all the time in your sessions. And change sides. Arm comes across the body. Don't have that arm too high up. You want to go across your chest. And then tricep stretch, so holding onto your upper back, you're going to push your upper arm back to feel the stretch in the back of the arms. And change sides. Okay, lovely. And next one, you're simply going to clasp your hands together with straight arms, chest forward, and you're going to bring those arms up. Cut point, a bit uncomfortable, you can feel the stretch. Hold this one for 15 seconds. Good, and release that one. So the next one, we're going to do a standing forward fold. Okay, so your feet hip width apart. You're going to bring your arms around. And you're simply going to bend at the waist. You fold yourself in half. Just see how far you can go. Okay, touch your ankles, that's fine. If you can only touch your feet, absolutely fine. If you can touch the floor, it's good work. Try and keep those legs straight in this standing forward fold. And we'll do this again at the end of the session just to see if there's any improvement. 3, 2, 1. So let's get ourselves moving a little bit more. So walkouts. You're going to put your hands on the floor. You're going to walk forward into a high plank position. You're going to walk back. But as you walk back, try and put your heels on the floor. Walking forwards and walking back. Trying to stretch those calf muscles forwards and back. Keep going, everyone, keep going. Make your next one your last one. Okay, lovely, perfect. So we're going to do some stretches now, lying on our fronts or in the plank position. So first, getting all the way down onto your mat, having your hands by your shoulders. You want your feet on the floor, pointing towards the wall behind you. And you're going to go up into a cobra stretch. Stretching those abs. Quite a nice stretch, especially if you've done lots of ab exercises. And then relax that down. Whilst we're on the floor, what we need to do is to bend your right leg up like this. You're going to try and grab it with your hands into a lying quad stretch. Hold each side for 15 seconds. And change sides. It goes at the front of the legs. Feel it more, dig your hips into the floor. And relax that leg down. Get yourself into a plank position. And we're going to turn ourselves into an upside down V. So what you're going to do, you're going to put your hips up nice and high. And with this one, you want to keep your hands planted on the floor. You want to try and get your heels close to the floor. If not, if you can't, put it on the floor completely. This is called the downward dog. If you need to bend your knees slightly, do so. And let's go back into the plank position. And what we're going to do, we're going to go for the greatest stretch in the world. So your right foot, I want you to place it on the outside of your right hand, like this. And then you're going to twist your body towards that bent knee. Hold it here for 15. And then let's climb that hand back down. Right leg back to its original position. But this time, we're going to put our left foot on the outside of our left hand. And then let's twist towards our bent knee and hold for another 15 seconds. Place that hand back on the floor, flip your leg back, pigeon stretch or pigeon pose. So this time your right knee is going to go to the back of your right hand. You want your right foot facing the wall, and you're going to lean forward into that stretch. So if you need to come onto your forearms, do so. Lean forwards, and if you want to, you can push that trailing leg back towards the wall to feel the stretch a little bit more. Okay, go back onto our hands. Bring your right leg back. Now your left knee goes to the back of your left hand. And then lean forward into that stretch. You can drop to your forearms. Stretching the quads, not the quads, stretching the glutes here. Deep breaths as we stretch. And let's Now go back onto our hands, back into that plank position. So this time we're going to get into a lunge position. So I want you to bring your right foot in the middle of your hands, or as close to as you can. Bend your knees and then sort of lean upright. But what I also want you to do, I want you to reach towards, so your left hand, I want it to reach towards your left heel. And I want you to bring your arm over the top of your head. Your right leg should be in front. Your left hand reaching for your left heel. And then bring those arms over again onto the floor. Put your right leg back. So now it's your left leg. You're going to plant your foot in between your hands. Get into a low lunge position. So this time your right hand is going to reach for your right heel. Bring your arm over the top of your head. Good work, excellent. And slowly put your hands back on the floor. Flip your leg back. Okay, so this time we're going to go into that downward dog position again. So upside down V, folding yourself in half. Again, I want you to walk like this. Okay, so you're putting your heel on the floor and then onto your toes. So this is called the walking dog. Stretching those calf muscles. Keep those hips nice and high. Three, two, one. So what now to do is to drop to all fours, so tabletop position. What we're going to do is the cat-cow stretches. Okay, so what we want you to do is to draw your belly button up and drop the head. Keep those arms straight. Hold for 5 seconds. And then we're going to drop that belly button down and raise the head. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to do them both again. So draw that belly button up, stretching out the back here. 3, 2, 1, and lower, down into the cow pose, raising the head. We'll do one more each. 3, 2, 1, belly button up. Dropping the head. 3, 2, 1. And reverse into cow position. And back into that tabletop position. What we're going to do, we're going to draw ourselves back, sitting on our heels, into a child pose. With this one, I want you to stretch your hands forward as far as you can. Get that head low to the floor. We'll hold 15 seconds and then we'll start walking our hands to both sides of the body. In 5 seconds, we're going to walk to our right hand side to feel the stretch in our left. 3, 2, 1. So start walking those hands until you feel that stretch in your left hand side. Okay, we're going to start walking our hands to the other side. So let's do that now. Leading with the left hand over to the left hand side until we feel a stretch in the right. And let's walk those hands back to center. Tabletop position. So we're going to thread the needle to stretch the shoulders. So what I want you to do is to thread your left hand under your right. Okay, bring your ear to the floor and hold that stretch. Lovely, and then slowly thread that arm back onto that tabletop position. Now your right hand threads under the left, and you bring your ear to the floor. And release that stretch, tabletop position. What we're going to do now, we're going to go into a seated position on the floor. Okay, so I want you to keep your left leg straight here. You're going to plant your right foot. You can do it on the top, whatever's most comfortable for you actually. I prefer at the top of the thigh. You might want to put it a little bit lower. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to do a seated forward fold, or some people call it the hurdler stretch. I don't want you to round the shoulders here. Keep your back relatively straight and reach towards your foot, keeping your leg completely straight. So don't round the shoulders like this. Every 20 seconds or so, I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath. And as you blow out to release that breath, I want you to try and stretch a bit more. 3, 2, 1, take a deep breath. And as you blow out, reach a little bit more. Bending at the waist. And do it one more time. 3, 2, 1, deep breath. And as you blow out, take that stretch a little bit more. When we release this stretch, do it real slowly. 3, 2, 1, so just release the stretch. Now you're going to bring your right leg straight. You're going to do the same on the other side. So bring your foot where it's most comfortable, ensuring that you're keeping your right leg straight. Reach towards your feet. Maybe get your shoulders back and down first before reaching for that foot. You are going to round your shoulders slightly. Deep breath in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath. As we blow out, let's try and tilt a little bit further. And we're going to try again in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath. And as you blow out, tilt a little bit more. And we're going to release in 3, 2, 1. So release that stretch. Now we're going to do a lying down hamstring stretch. You can do it with or without assistance from a towel or a resistance band. You can just do it, assist it with your hands. Otherwise, we're going to do it with our left leg first. So loop the towel or the resistance band. If you've got good flexibility, you can have both legs on the floor, lift your leg up. If not, like me, have the foot that's not stretching on the floor at 90 degrees. And get that leg straight. And let's go to that first point of discomfort. And just like that last stretch, every now and then, I'll tell you to take a deep breath and try and get that stretch a little bit further. 3, 2, 1, deep breath. And as you blow out, you take it a little bit more. I'm going to try again in 3, 2, 1, deep breath. And blow out. Take it to the next bite. Another 10 seconds. When we release the stretch, do it slowly. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower that foot. Change that resistance band so it's on the other side. And again, lying back. Take it to the first point of discomfort. Three, 2, 1. Deep breath. As we blow out, assist that stretch a bit more. And again, in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath. Assist that stretch as we blow out. In 10 seconds, we're going to release the stretch. Do it slowly. 3, 2, 1. Release that stretch. Put your band or towel to one side. Next stretch, we're going to be lying on our back again. Cactus position with our shoulders on the floor. What you're going to do, I want you to lift your right knee up to 90 degrees. And then I want you to keep your shoulders on the floor as you rotate over the body to one side. Some of you may be able to drop that knee all the way to the floor without lifting that shoulder up. Don't worry if you can't, I can't. In 10 seconds time, as we bring that right knee back to its starting position, we're actually going to catch it with our left to do a glute stretch. Okay, so you might want to watch me for a second when we do that. So 3, 2, 1. So I'm rotating back. Now I'm bending my left knee. It's going to catch my foot into a glute stretch. You can assist this one if you like with your hands. And release that stretch. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So cactus position, shoulders on the floor. You're going to raise your left knee to 90 degrees. Keeping your shoulders on the floor. Let's rotate to our right hand side. Stretching the lower back. And again, as we rotate back, we're going to bend our right knee to catch our left foot to go into a glute stretch. 3, 2, 1. As we rotate back, my right knee bends, catches my left foot into this glute stretch position. And again, you can assist it with your hands. Three, 2, 1. Okay, and release that stretch slowly. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go onto our knees. We're going to sit on the heels of our feet. Our feet are going to be facing the wall behind us. And we're going to stretch the quads by placing our hands on the floor and lifting our hips. Three, 2, 1. Okay, and slowly rise to your feet. We're going to bring our feet hip width apart, and we're going to squat down real low to stretch the Achilles muscles. So we're going to stretch down, we're going to keep squatting until our hands go onto the floor. Getting real low. And we're going to hold this stretch for 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Forward fold. Standing forward fold, arms go around, fold yourself in half. Hopefully there's a little bit of an improvement. And each week it gets better and better. Just hold this here.
Activity completed.
Ignore that. and raise your feet. Okay, so keeping your hips facing forwards. Just going to twist from side to side. And some shoulder rolls back first. And forwards. Arms coming forwards and back. Three, two, one, and relax.